What are we going to produce in the future? I think this program is going to uncover some really great ideas, and it's going to actually open new markets, open new channels.
We are facing the challenge of defining and identifying new markets. And I think that the Incubator project really is giving us the opportunity to experiment with that.
And it's a huge challenge. How do you serve low-income markets while also generating revenue for Pearson?
Tomorrow's Markets Incubator catalyzes and supports ways for Pearson teams to develop new products and services specifically for low-income and underserved learners that we are not reaching. For this very first round of the incubator, we selected 17 ideas out of an amazing 167 applications.
And we really wanted it to be ideas that were generated from the markets themselves, that were from people who had knowledge of what the conditions were on the ground, what the needs were, what the possibilities were for leveraging our products and services.
It's not just about new markets and reaching new learners and having that social impact. It's also about our longer-term competitiveness.
And it's really nice that they invest in us instead of having external people, and they trust us that we have good ideas.
It's an opportunity to be around like-minded individuals that are also all focusing on new and exciting projects.
It's been very inspiring in the way that our speakers and the program managers who are running this have been talking about how it's important to be bold and innovative and how we need to take risks.
We've structured the incubator in a way where it gives teams the space and support they need to explore some of these models, which are really quite new and innovative for Pearson.
Everything that we're learning out here in the frameworks that we're learning in the classroom are really helping us sort of navigate our own thoughts around how can we build something that is self-sustaining.
The other thing the incubator's done is given some really practical tools and deliberate way of thinking to build a business. Inside of a large organization, you have to be really compelling on the quantitative side as well as on the human and consumer side. And I feel like we've been really well equipped. The financial modeling tools that we've talked about over the last couple of days are so exciting to me as a way to really kind of build from the bottom up what a venture needs to look like. It's almost as if for the first time, finance is starting to make sense to me.
To maintain competitiveness and to increase our sustainability, we have to innovate, we have to move into new grounds, and we have to get out from our comfort zone and start going where the markets are.
I think it's a privilege to have a company that's willing to put their money behind their mouths, in the sense that we just don't just talk about the future and how we want to create it, but we're actually willing to work at it.
In here is a way of us thinking of how can we deliver to those who need it the most in a way that is sustainable, both for the company and for the people who need it.
The Tomorrow's Markets Incubator is itself a pilot, and we're very much in the testing phase, constantly looking at what's working, what's not working, and how can we improve it.
The ability for this incubator to actually inspire others to action is something that I'm very excited about.
So at the end of this journey, we want Pearson to be a household name in every university, and every learner gets benefited out of this.
For us to know what we want to do is one thing. For us to be able to go and unpack this and unravel it and define what it is and what it not is, that's where the excitement lies.
And I think the incubator for me has been a real, it's ignited the sort of flames that exist in terms of your entrepreneurial spirit.
The real work starts now, which is looking at this question of how can a large company, incubate these types of very new models. What does that process look like? What do we need to do in order to support these teams effectively?
If we can reach more people and we could do that through our core business in a profitable way, ultimately I think we'll have succeeded.